Hi, I'm Dr. Romanov. Today is our topic of how to do the first step in running. In spite that it looks like very insignificant for long distance running or any running at all, as a matter of fact, this is a very important part of running because it sets all following pattern of movement, and how you properly do the first step, it will depend how you will continue with. So we will talk about very common mistakes and how it's supposed to be performed properly. We will start from a perception of first step in a common sense. How people do this. And in our conscience, first step related with very simple thing, to move leg and foot forward in front of the body. This is what people do. This is how people perceive the running. But in pose method, by pose method standard, first movement is not the foot-leg movement forward, but movement of the body moving forward, falling forward, leaning forward, whatever you like it more. And then, second one, what from common sense point of view people do is land on this airborne leg. But in reality, again, before this happen and your foot land on the ground, rear foot supposed to leave from the ground, and this is what happening in reality. So we have to distinguish these things for ourselves in our perception, which is a very, very difficult thing, because perception usually underdeveloped, and particularly when we're not paying attention for this kind of element, because we think it's insignificant. What we're supposed to do here? We're supposed to do a very, very simple thing. Before our foot will be dropped to the ground and land on the ground, the support foot on the ground is supposed to leave from the ground together with leaning forward. This is what first step is about. So how it look like? I will show you this as example. You're here, and then leaning start. I couldn't stop myself and fix it in the leaning position, so it will be only in the video which you will see in the stop frame. So I'm leaning forward, and then it's happened the hop what looked like, but what I did there in reality, it was pulling foot from the ground. By the third law of Newton, if I would like to pull my foot from the ground, the same amount of force will be applied to the ground as well. So what we call push-off, it will happen without any conscious efforts to this. So one more time, I'm standing on my support foot and leg in the pose position, and my running starts from this exactly position by falling forward, and my body moves forward. And then next thing what I do, I'm pulling the support foot from the ground, and this is what we see in pose method. But this is what distinguished pose method from the other running, whatever we'll call it. So what we would like to emphasize here is, first thing, you start from pose number one. Second, you are falling from the pose. And the third one, you are pulling foot from the ground while you're falling. If you proceed in this manner and this sequences of elements, your running is perfect. And you have to just continue this again and again, whatever you run. This is our topic for today.